Hello, hello. My name is Dr. Nicole Froelich. I'm one of the veterinarians here at Synergy Veterinary Behavior, and we're going to talk today about Halloween costumes for pets. So, I think we can all agree dogs and cats can be pretty stinking cute in Halloween costumes. That fact is not going to be disputed today. Today, we're going to chat about how to choose, if this is the right move for your pet, how to tell if your pet actually is going to enjoy being in that costume and how to approach this and how to introduce this in the least stressful way, in the most fun way possible. Starting off, let's make that choice of do we even want to get started? Does your dog, does your cat want to be in this situation where the costume is going to be worn? So if this is going to a Halloween party, if this is having trick or treaters over at your house, if you are going to a cyclocross event where everyone's going to be dressed in costumes, do you think that event already might be stressful? So if your dog does not like people coming to the house, if seeing people in unfamiliar costumes may be already kind of stressful for them, this might be time to just hit the brakes right there and think about, okay, let's not add any additional stress to that situation. Let's just give your pup a nice little topple full of peanut butter and have them set up in another room and just avoid the whole thing altogether. So that's step one. Is your dog, is your cat gonna enjoy the situation or not? And we can be happy with just giving them something special if that's the case. All right, so maybe your dog just loves everyone, loves seeing new people. They are have no problems with seeing people wearing silly costumes. So next step is how do we choose a costume that might be the best fit for your individual pet? And so I would start by thinking about like, okay, how has your pet responded to wearing anything else in the past? Are they comfortable with putting collars on? Are they comfortable with putting a harness on? Have you ever tried putting on clothes or anything like that before? Most dogs are going to be extra sensitive to things touching their ears or touching their paws. So kind of be thinking about that, thinking about your individual pet. And the way we like to tell if they're enjoying it or not is, to kind of ask them, look at that body language. Are we seeing a loose, noodly dog body language? Are we seeing relaxed ears? Are we seeing cats that are flattening their ears when you are doing something to them? Are we seeing them freeze? This is a really common one when we put on costumes. Animals just like freeze in place. This is actually oftentimes a really stressed response. So if you're seeing that in your pet, we might again want to rethink what we're doing here. And if we do decide to go forward, if we're seeing like, okay, we're loose and happy, if that changes, if we start to see some stress, we need to adjust what we're doing, maybe get them out of that situation or get them out of that costume. So let's talk about, okay, we have a pet who maybe has loved wearing things in the past, or we're gonna keep going with this and try to introduce it in the way that's as low stress as possible for that individual. We might think about, okay, if this is a pet that has only ever worn a collar before, maybe we're just gonna take a little mini step of adding a little something special to that collar. So maybe like a bow or a flower. And as we introduce it, we're going to pair it with positive things happening. We're getting lots of treats when we wear that collar. When we're doing it, we might only be doing really short periods at a time and building on duration as we're seeing comfort. My own dog, last year, we did have him wear just a bumblebee outfit. For him, he was comfortable wearing a harness. So we already had him in the harness, and then we just added little bumblebee wings for him, and did lots of treats when he was wearing his little bumblebee wings. So that's kind of an example of an in between step of something that's like, okay, it's a little bit different. We're building on what you know, building on what you're comfortable with, and then lots of praise, reward. Maybe we're playing some games, making sure we can walk around, getting lots of lovely treats while we're wearing that. If we have a dog that maybe we are introducing something else that they're wearing, like something that they have to put arms in, put legs in, step into, again, we're going to go kind of slow about this process and if possible, I want to encourage my dog to kind of make the first move. So encourage them to explore this with their nose. So maybe the costume initially is just on the ground. We're just tossing some treats around it, letting them kind of sniff it, get used to the darn thing. We can then work on just building comfort with your dog, putting their face into the loop of like the opening. So this might even start with, instead of putting their face into the loop of a shirt, if they've never done this before, we might take something like a leash and make a big loop of the leash, and then have our treat hand, or if they know the nose target, use that, and have them stick their little face into our loop to get the treat. So that they're kind of learning, like, oh, okay, when loops come forward, it's fun to put my nose in this thing. And you can kind of work towards making that loop smaller and smaller and seeing if you still get that enthusiastic engagement. Um, and then you can try doing this same kind of thing with the shirt. So they're putting their face into the shirt or the silly costume that you're wearing. You can continue to have them lick a delicious treat. So, say maybe a peanut butter Kong or a licky bowl. You can have one person offering treats while the other person is just kind of gently, slowly moving their hands, moving their little paws into place. If you're seeing a lot of resistance, lots of avoidance or backing away, kind of take a pause, more increase your rate of reinforcement with those treats. And then when you're seeing more relaxed body language, you can then move forward a little bit more and give those treats. There's a lot of treats. We like to put the treat in trick or treat. Less tricks, more treats. Um, and if you're seeing like a lot of panicky stress, again, this might be the moment to say, like, okay, we're not going to do that. And that's totally fine. Good to have a backup plan. If your dog's like, yeah, give me peanut butter, whatever, I'll do the whole thing. Go ahead, put it on. Initially, just short periods at a time while we're getting a couple treats, maybe doing some easy like nose targeting kind of training, and then take it off again. So we want to build positive associations with wearing this thing. So the next time you get it out, they learn like, oh yeah, that was the thing you got out, and then it made peanut butter just rain from the sky. So we look forward to dressing up like a hot dog or a bumblebee or what have you. And then as you're getting used to putting this on again, you can go ahead and start doing longer durations. If your dog has favorite games, maybe they have like a tug toy or a special toy that they like playing with, you can start doing that game while they're wearing it. And again, kind of short durations at first. As your dog's getting more comfortable with this, you can do longer and longer durations. And then there you go. So that's kind of the quick and dirty guide to more treats, less tricks for your pet's Halloween, and always be ready for a backup plan. If you get your dog all dressed up to go out, and then you start seeing those signs of stress again, kind of reassess. Have a plan to get out of there, to get the costume off, if you're noticing that. So we want Halloween to be fun for everyone, including your pets. If you have any questions for us, other ways to help your pet live a stress-free life, feel free to reach out to us at Synergy Veterinary Behavior. Thank you.